Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of my personal trading journal, Road to 400%. Now, I've been going for quite a long time on this journal, and I plan to keep going every 2 weeks, so expect a new video every 2 weeks. The new update with the Ranger just came out on September 3rd, and it has increased profit by quite a bit. We now average 8% per month. And since my last update 2 weeks ago, I've actually received about 6% profit on my trading accounts, which is awesome. So this trading journal is all about trading profits and doing that on autopilot with an algorithm that I personally built, and adding an additional $200 every single month to this account to grow wealth at a faster pace. So the idea is to, at the end of 12 months, to turn a $1,000 account into over $6,000 by the end of 12 months, and then hopefully by the end of 24 months, we're going to be over that $10,000 mark as well. So this is a way to increase profitability and wealth growth over a shorter period of time without trying to make massive profits every single day, week, and month in the trading markets, which is obviously very risky. So I just got this for my trading room, and I'm excited about it. Finally got some trading art for my trading area over here, and hopefully that you'll be able to see it in my videos in the future. So now, let's get to the charts, show you what the trades we took this week, over the last 2 weeks, and talk a little bit about version 3 of the algorithm and what to expect with it. Alright, so here we are on my FX book. This is typically how we start these videos, showing you what the total profit is of 43.67% on this tracked account that's been going since January. And we currently have 3 trades in at 21 pips profit, and the Ranger version 3 took over this account on the 25th of August, and you can see the increase in profit that happened since then. So version 3 is quite a bit more profitable than version 2. I'm going to be talking about that just in a second. And this is what the entire series is based on. This account right here, this is a live account at Trader's Way with 500 to 1 leverage. And we're sitting on almost 13% profit overall and a drawdown of 4.47%. So a monthly profit is looking really good at 5.37 and a really steady increase in profit. And we started this account in July, and we have increased added an additional deposit every single month. So that was in August, we added an additional $200. And in September, I added another $200 deposit, so bringing this total account balance in this account all the way up to $1,552, and that is including the profit as well. So the idea here is to add an additional $200 to this account every single month to gain wealth faster by increasing the compounding that the Ranger EA is able to do with that additional deposit. So what that looks like is we're going to do a calculation period of 12 months, and I'm going to go over this. So this is $1,000, and this is just a calculation online, so the calculator, the calculatorsite.com. $1,000 deposit, 8% monthly average. That's what we get with the new Ranger version 3 over a 12-month period of time. And I'm doing a compounding on a half yearly, so I feel like that's pretty conservative, but should be right on target since the compounding only happens every $1,000 on the account balance. And so since we're adding additional deposit every single month, half yearly should be pretty conservative when it comes to the compounding level. Okay, so an additional deposit of $200, and we calculate that is a $6,000 balance by the end of 12 months. So that's a $1,000 balance going all the way up to $2,000 by the end of that 12-month period. And so you can see the total monthly deposits is $2,400, and the initial balance is $1,000, and the effective annual return is 119%. So $1,000 to $6,000 is a really substantial increase in value. That's a 600% increase when it comes to wealth, and that includes savings and trading profits overall. So I can't say that this is complete trading profits, but this is a smart thing to do when trading on a smaller profit margin of 5 to 10% per month. Most people when trading, they're looking for 500 to 1,000 or even more than 5 to 10% per month, and it results in blown accounts over and over and over again because they keep trying for too much profit to grow a small account too fast. So this idea is to have a conservative growth and profit every single month, and then adding an additional deposit to help grow that wealth at a faster pace, so you're actually doing something and feeling like you're getting to a destination faster. So what about 24 months? So this is 2 years. And what happens at 2 years? Well, we're almost at $17,000 at the end of 2 years. That's $4,800 in savings deposits added to your account, and then an additional 119% every single year after that. So that is a total interest of $11,000 and almost $17,000 total investment value. So this is what we're talking about. This is how to grow wealth in a much faster way and a safer way to do it without using prop firms, commercial prop firms like, I'm not going to say any names. Actually, that's a bad idea. Commercial prop firms, you know their names, and also trying to grow small balances into something huge that results in massive losses. Don't try that. This is a much safer way to do it. It doesn't matter if you're using the Ranger algorithm or something else. Shoot for 5 to 10% per month and add an additional deposit, and you'll be much safer and better off in the long term. Okay, so now let's go to version 3 and talk about version 3 of the Ranger and what changes actually took place. Okay, so we have removed the New Zealand Canadian dollar pair. Now this pair was pretty good, but it was giving us quite a bit of drawdown this year. And it's not, I didn't remove it because of the drawdown this year. I removed it overall because I was able to get some better data to do some back tests on. And the New Zealand Canadian dollar pair showed some pretty tricky areas that I decided to just remove this pair altogether. And what I did was increase the risk on the Aussie CAD pair. So this pair is the big winner for the Ranger algorithm, and it shows that in version 3 it's basically on steroids. It's really pushing the profit potential, and we've increased the profit or the risk on this pair by 3 times. And you'll see what that looks like in just a second. All right, so we increased the take profit to 50 pips. Previous was 30, so this is on the Aussie CAD pair. This is not the pound Canadian dollar. That's almost a 70% increase in profit on each additional, closed profitable basket. All right, so change the settings on the pound Canadian dollar, which gives less trades, slightly less trades, but it's also safer for the long term. So that's, the ideal situation. We're always trying to be safe with how we trade. And the now monthly average is 8.19%, which is really a substantial increase from the previous version, which was averaging roughly 4 to maybe 6% every single month, although we could have profitable months all the way up into the 10% range. Okay, so back tests run both pairs on 99.9% modeling quality for 10 plus years now, which is really great. And that's one of the first times I've really started focusing in on that 99.9% modeling quality when it comes to back tests, because it's just better data. And not every algorithm out there needs that modeling quality increase, but some of them do. The Ranger did show slightly different results from the 99.9 versus the 90% backtest quality. That doesn't make any sense to you. That's okay. I'm moving on. All right. So now we're going to go to what the Ranger algorithm looks like on the pound Canadian dollar over a 10-year backtest. And now this was done pretty recently, and yeah, just in the month of August. And you can see that the monthly average on this account is 2.9%, and the drawdown potential is fairly high at 53.89%. I know that's half your account balance, but that was only hit once in that entire 10-year period. So, not bad. I also had the drawdown hit 55% on the Aussie CAD. Now you're probably thinking, oh, those big red flags. It's not a big deal because, well, at least it isn't to me, because I ran tests side by side to see if the Aussie CAD and the pound Canadian dollar ever met their drawdown together, and that never actually took place in a heavy way, past 50% drawdown. Now you're gonna have to ask yourself, is 50% drawdown worth it when it comes to this kind of profit of 5 to upwards of 25% per month? And that's something that you're gonna have to evaluate yourself, because my videos here and my channel, my business, is all based on honesty. And I'm not trying to trick you in any way. I'm showing you exactly what to expect with this because it's what the data is showing. And I'm not going to try to hide anything. I'm going to show you exactly how it is because I feel like you're owed that. You're a trader just like me, and you've been scammed by other algorithms and other things in the past. And this is, I have nothing to hide with this algorithm. And so I want to show you all of its dark sides and all of its light sides as well, I guess. I don't know. But you're going to get the whole picture, and I hope that you can respect that. Okay, now, you can see that there are some pretty big potential profitable months. Like, for example, in October 2018, there was 23%, and also 19 and 15%. So there can be a pretty big profit increase using the new version, which is pretty awesome. So I'm pretty excited about that, and you shouldn't be too scared about the drawdown combining together. I'm going to do a hotfix update in the coming weeks or a couple days as well, maybe, to decrease the risk on the Aussie CAD just a tad, so people can feel a little bit more comfortable trading on this pair. Still, we're going to try and show you some of the trades on the pair now, so you can get a better idea of what has happened over the last 2 weeks when trading the Ranger EA. Alright, so you can see here on August 25th, and I think our last video was on the 29th, or my last video was on the 29th. So this one closed out for 50 pips profit, you can see there. And then we had these ones that held over the weekend. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those are 5 trades, and they closed out here. Eventually we fell down. And the nice thing about this is that the increased risk on the top orders. So this is the slight low risk martingale, or a lower risk martingale on the Aussie CAD pair, because we can, and it helps increase the profit as well. So standard risk of 0.01 on these trades here, and then we did a 0.02 on these 2 trades at the top. So that means that this 50 pip target was actually gave us more profit because we had slightly more risk on the top 2 orders, giving us a total of 50 pips, but we also had an additional 0.02 lots on risk, so allowing us to close out for an additional profit when it comes to percent and dollar amount. Okay, so we have here a group of trades. This one was nice as well. Standard risk on the first 3 trades, and then an increase on this one. So this was the increased trade risk, which was 0.02 compared to 0.01 on the others. Okay, and that closed for a profit there. And then now we're currently in our 2 trade basket. All right, and the basket looks slightly different on the demo account, where we have 3 trades. Some people have 2 trades, and some people have 3 that are using the algorithm right now. And it's just because this is a demo account versus a live account. And as you know, prices are slightly different from a demo to live. The commission can be different as well. The execution is also different, and so that's why we're able to get a 3rd order in. And a 3rd order in this situation is better because we were able to get in at a better price. And that means that we're able to close out this basket faster than my live account at the same broker. That's okay. We'll just have to have this go down a little bit further and hit our profit target, and it likely will. So we'll just have to wait a little bit longer. So the market is closing in about an hour and a half, or I guess roughly about an hour and a half. And so I really doubt this is going to close out in profit, but that's okay. So we'll just have to wait until Monday. All right, so now we're going to talk about the trades on the pound Canadian dollar. We haven't had a lot this week since my last update. Some really nice single trades here. We had some right here that were closed out on the 28th. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see a little bit. So just 2 trades. On this one, quick and easy. All right, I think I might have talked about those in my last video update. And then we had a nice one right after the big push. So that was like about a 100 pip push and an additional fall right there, which was great. So we were able to close out that one. A really clean trade on the pound Canadian dollar. And another group of 3 trades closed in this basket. Really simple, not a lot of drawdown at all. And we're able to close out in that profit. Another additional trade, and this was right before all the chaos started happening on the pound Canadian dollar. Actually, kind of during. We're able to enter the trade right here, and a second trade on right after that, we're able to get a nice little bounce on the upside right before it fell even further. So that was a nice two basket trade, and close out for profit just before it fell even further. So right now we haven't had a lot of trades on this pair, which is great because of all the drama that's going on with the Brexit and them trying to get out of certain legislation and rules that the EU set for the UK departing from the European Union. I'm having such trouble with words right now. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video. I wanted to show you what the goal is, how I'm adding $200 every single month to increase the profit and increase wealth, because that's what this is all about. It's not just about trading profits, it's about increasing wealth overall, okay? And how to safely do that, or how to best do that in the safest way. And I feel like the Ranger is a good way to do that, the Ranger EA. And I'm still constantly trying to improve it, make it safer, make it more profitable, and it's an ongoing process. Now, I'm currently working on other algorithms as well. I'm always testing on the side. I'm spending a good portion of my day trying to build and find and tweak new algorithms to release alongside the Ranger EA. It's not an easy task. Finding a profitable strategy that can backtest 10 plus years is not easy. It's not easy at all. And some people think, oh, it's just because you're a sucky trader, you're not great at trading, or you're missing something, or who knows what it is. But the thing is that all these people that are telling you or telling me, they're not great traders themselves. And if they were great traders, they'd be showing you stats all over the place. I'm so tired of hearing these people say, oh, I'm not going to show you my, I'm never going to show you my live account because it's personal to me, and I don't show anybody my tracked account. Why would you be a public trader if you weren't willing to show your stats? It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's it doesn't change anything if somebody is showing you fancy cars or fancy houses or blocks of $10,000 bills. All this stuff is to just make you feel like that person is a good trader, when they could just borrow most of that stuff, or they could be buying it with other means of income or signal services or whatnot. But the thing is that nobody is showing you verified tracked results when it comes to the trading business. There's only like a couple of people that do this, and it's very surprising to me. And so that's why I wanted to try to change this whole vibe of what people are doing, and it's a really bad way of scamming people. It gives them a false hope that trading profits of 100% per month or 200% per month are really real, when these kind of trading profits are not real, because you'd be hearing about them all the time. You'd be hearing them from bank traders, you'd be hearing about them from institutions, and it's a very rare thing when an institution makes 100 or 200% per year. That's a very, very rare thing. You haven't heard of traders that trade at institutions that make 100% per month. It's so freaking rare to actually see that. And if you thought that these profits were attainable on a consistent basis, you'd be hearing a lot more about it. Not from these damn idiot YouTubers. You'd be hearing a lot more from actual real traders. And the thing is that you just don't. Because the traders that you're following or listening to, most of them are full of lies, unfortunately. So I hope that eventually people will get to the point of realizing that 5 to 10% per month is a good, consistent, and attainable place to be when it comes to trading profits. Alright, that's it for this video, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll have episode 10 coming out in about 2 weeks. See you next time.